A lot of cards were released into my team this week, including a Diamond Kevin Garnett, a very good card. A Diamond Klay Thompson also came out this week. And then on Flashback Friday, you got a Diamond Havlicek, you got a Dominique Wilkins, Mark Price. Check out the full list of players and their ratings, badges, tendencies, and all that information with the link in the description. Before I get started with this video, I just want to say RIP to the GOAT Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I've wrestled with alligators, I've tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning and threw thunder in jail. Muhammad Ali had bars, baby. So charismatic, so entertaining. He went up against the government, against critics, against boxers, all at the same time. Rest in peace, champ. Let's talk about game one. My prediction video has me looking like a psychic with the way that game turned out. Sean Livingston had 20 points off the bench. I tried to warn everybody. I tried to let you know that he was indeed the Cleveland Cavaliers murderer. And Barbosa was being annoying off the bench, making crazy layups, popping threes. He even knocked down the referee. He told the referee to slip and slide, baby. We learned a lot about the Cavs. LeBron James, he had a pretty good game. He almost had a triple-double with 23 points. Yeah, I wish he would have scored more points, get up into the 30s, but he had a good game. They didn't lose because of LeBron James, that's for sure. J.R. Smith had 3 points. I think he only took 3 shots. How are you in the NBA Finals? How are you a starter and you only take 3 shots with LeBron James on your team? Are you serious? I could take more than 3 shots if I was out there playing with LeBron. And you could too. I bet you could score. You right now listening, I bet you could score more than 3 points if you had LeBron James on your team in the NBA Finals. J.R. Smith needs to wake up. He just disappears in the finals. He did that last year, and he's already done it here in game one. Kevin Love had a decent game. He finished with 17 points. I did say that for the Cavs to be successful, he needs to score at least 15 points, and he did that. He made a few threes. He scored in the post a little bit, and he even played some decent defense. I was actually impressed a little bit by his effort in game one. That is a good sign, but the problem that he's having is in the post. He's going too slow. The Warriors are running a lot of small ball. They have a lot of shorter defenders on him. He had guys like Iggy, sometimes even Klay Thompson. And what the Warriors would do is they would just simply bring a double team. He's taking too long. He catches the ball with his back to the basket. He's standing there. He's waiting for a reaction from the defense. If you have a mismatch, if you have Klay Thompson on you, just do your move. Catch the ball and make your move. What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting 5 to 10 seconds and allowing them to go and double team you? The Cavs, I don't understand what they're doing. Kyrie, they're running whoever offense on Kyrie. It's some murder out there. They are really running whoever offense on Kyrie. Now, even though the Cavs dropped this game, the good news is that they did come back in the game in the third quarter. And if you're on social media, when they took the lead, a lot of people were getting hyped. I remember my timeline, they were like, this is a game now. They're in it. Uh-oh, here comes Cleveland. Golden State's in trouble. And then they had no gas left. When the Cavs went up by 1 point, and then I think even by 3 points, the Warriors responded with a 15-0 run. And this is the depressing thing about the Cavaliers in this series. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson had a bad shooting night, and yet they still got blown out. If you're a Cavs fan, that has got to be depressing. Because you know in game two, that is not going to happen again. One of those guys, you already know one of them is bound to go off. It might even be both of them in game two. And yet, even when they have a bad game, you still get blown out. And LeBron played 41 minutes. Now, even though Curry didn't score a lot of points, they scored a lot of points because of how they're defending Curry. I don't like this strategy. They're double teaming Curry off the ball on his screen. So instead of switching it, they're double teaming him. And what's happening is they're leaving guys open. And it didn't take long for the Warriors to realize the strategy. As soon as they saw Curry drawing a double team away from the ball, those guys started flashing to the basket, getting wide open layups, wide open dunks. Guys were flashing out for threes. Iggy hit a three. And they seem to be leaving Draymond Green wide open. They have decided that Green is the guy they're going to live with shooting the wide open three. Now, Green, he's not a knockdown shooter. He's not a sharp shooter, but he's a pretty good three-point shooter. His shot was off in game one, but I don't think that's a good idea, because in game 2 and 3 and however many games this goes, I think he's going to start hitting more and more of those shots, because now he knows that they've decided they want him to take those shots. They're going to live with him shooting that, and you already know how he's going to respond. He's going to start knocking them down at a higher rate. He doesn't need to make every one of them. He just needs to make enough to make them second guess that decision to leave him open. Game 2 is going to be very interesting because we get to see if Tyronn Lue is actually a good coach or not. What adjustments is he going to make from game 1 to game 2? Because they had terrible offense in game 1. They were standing around playing one-on-one basketball, hero basketball, Kyrie's dribbling. It was not looking very good. It was very sloppy. And then, of course, defensively, their strategy of double teaming Curry away from the ball, I don't think that's going to work because he still had open looks. He just wasn't making them. If you were Tyronn Lue, what would you do for game 2? Leave it in the comments.
You know what? Someone has to come back.
I've actually seen a team down 3-0 tie it to 3-3.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
I remember that. Our Denver Nuggets tied against Utah. Tied at 3-3, sent it to a game 7. I remember Mutombo and his group did that.
I'll be 100 years old. I won't be here, so it'll never be done. Because if I'm not here, I didn't see it.
So if